Hello. How are you this evening? This is Carrie coming to you, and I want to talk to you for just a few moments about balance. Okay. It is something that all of us need in our life. It is something that I think we're all striving for. And I know that we're all aware of what it's like when life is not in balance, when your life is not in balance, right? We see all kinds of effects of an unbalanced life. Perhaps it is ridiculous debt. Perhaps it is excess weight. It is tiredness. It's fatigue. It's depression. We've been seeing so much of that, especially right now, right? Perhaps it is all work and no play. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's too much play, not enough work. I think that there is an element of balance that has been missing in our society in general, and it is wreaking havoc in our families. But I wanted to speak for just a moment uh, to those of you who have or know and love a teenager. So maybe you are someone who teaches teenagers. Maybe you are a parent of a teenager or a grandparent of a teenager, a godmother, godfather, whatever the case may be. This is what I would like to say to you. Our teenagers are struggling. We know this. If you watch them, it is really hard to be a teen these days. Not even just because there's a global pandemic going on right now. Am I wrong? I know that when I work with teenagers, which I do, before the pandemic, I was leading retreats and speaking at conferences across the country. And this is something I've been doing for 20 plus years. And the longer I work with teenagers, the more that I realize it is getting harder and harder and harder for them. And if they are not learning the coping skills to handle all the pressure that's coming and all the things that are constantly coming at them at rapid speed, the more they're on their devices, the more technology gets thrown at them. They don't have the tools or the equipment to deal with it. And what happens is these kids who, when they were younger, were pretty balanced, they're starting to get a little out of whack or a lot out of whack. And we see that manifested in teens that are very easily angry, teenagers that are overly depressed, overly sensitive, or who can't focus, can't seem to get anything done. Your child who once was very conscientious about their work or about their grades now suddenly doesn't care. It's almost like they can't care because it is too overwhelming for them to do so. So now you add a global pandemic on top of all of that. And it is something that I don't think any of them were equipped to handle. They're in school, then they're not in school. They can go here, they can go there, then they can't go anywhere. I know that for my own child, he went to school and was exposed to COVID, and then was immediately quarantined for 2 weeks. He came out of quarantine for 3 days, and then went back to school and was exposed again, and then back in quarantine for 2 weeks. I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot for them to handle. They miss their friends. They miss being able to go out. They miss their sports. They miss all of these things. And for a child like mine, who's a senior, who's trying to figure out what college he wants to go to and what the future is going to look like, it's hard to envision the future when your present is so oppressive. I know any teenager, and let's face it, any adult as well, doesn't like to be told what to do. Doesn't like to be told what they can't do. They want to have some control. We all want to have some control in our life. So that is what I am offering. I have this new program. So just by backing up and by way of explanation, when my ministry was first kind of taken down, chopped off at the legs, so to speak, when a pandemic hit and everything closed down, I knew that it was time for me to realize some of the goals that I've had for quite a few years, which was going and getting some more training, taking some more classes, really just building what it is that I envisioned for the future. The more connected our kids get with technology, the more I realized that I was falling behind, and I needed to be able to find them and reach them where they were at. And the same with the women out there. My two passions: teenagers and women. Okay. Building them up, realizing gifts, realizing talents, realizing what is possible. These are goals of mine. So that is what I've been spending the last months doing, preparing for this and building this. And so this new program that I am launching, it's called Life Balance Bootcamp for Teens. There's another one for women. Don't be don't be worried. There's one coming for the women, but the teens, we're starting soon. We are actually starting this week, and I'm coming on to let you know about it because I actually still have 5 or 6 slots that are available for some teenagers, and we are starting this Wednesday. We're going to run 3 weeks, okay, and then we're going to take Christmas break, and then we're going to do 3 more weeks in January. So the first section that we're going to be starting this week is called Unstuck. It's how to get unstuck from where they are in life and all of the restrictions and the not knowing what's the future and just feeling like they're just stuck, whether it's stuck in a rut or just frozen in place. We need to kind of loosen that up and find our way out of that, helping them get the tools that they need to dig out of that, to come on top of that. And then once that 3 weeks is over and they are on top and they're able to see the future, they're able to see the vision, they're able to look into 2021 and grasp what is possible. Then in January, we're going to start, we're going to take those 3 weeks to build the foundation and fill the toolbox full of tools and set goals, smart goals, obtainable goals. Teenagers with goals are powerful creatures, people. Highly underestimated. When you give teenagers the tools that they need to make a difference and to have a positive future, there's no stopping them. It's incredible what they will do and what they can do with these tools. So that is what the second part is going to be. It's basically driving your car and deciding the direction that you want to take, the roads that you want to go down. And so that is the goal of the second section. So all of this is Monday. My Cyber Monday sale coming on at the end of all of this is that all of this is going to be half price. And the half price is an introductory. So anyone who jumps in this program right now is going to be getting it half price. This is my Cyber Monday prepping for Christmas sale. But there's a second one that's going to be starting in January, and that one is also going to still be at the introductory price. After January, each time this boot camp runs, it's going to be back up to its full price. Okay. So basically what the boot camp is, it's once a week coaching with me. So we're going to have a once a week Zoom coaching with me, and then they're going to have some tasks, things that they need to do, practical applications. Your job as the parent or the loved one is to give them the room to make the changes that they are going to need. If they want to make all these incredible changes and then they don't have the room to do it, the space to do it, the acceptance to do it, it makes it very, very challenging for them to make those changes. They'll want to just revert and go back to their old ways. Who doesn't, right? We're all like that. So the job of the adults in this situation is to allow the change, to encourage the change, and to just be their cheerleaders, right? They're going to be working hard. They're going to be doing things that they've probably wanted to do for a long time and didn't quite know how to make that happen. And we are going to be talking about 7 key areas of their life. So it's not like just one thing. You're not just going to be like, could you just help them to be committed to cleaning their room? No, that's not what this is about. We are going to be talking about their fitness. We're going to be talking about the friends that they have and their family. We're going to be talking about their finances. I mean, how many teenagers are paying attention to finances? I know I wasn't, and I know that mine didn't. Okay. And so we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about what it really means to have fun. I know what the world wants them to think is fun, but really redefining that and deciding what truly is fun. We are going to be looking at their future, what they want to do, what their field is. Right now, their field is being a student. What are they going to, what's their field going to be in the future? What are they looking for? What are they longing for? But most importantly, we're going to teach them how to talk better to themselves, how to speak more life into their life. They are their own worst critic. Aren't we all our own worst critic? So giving them the tools to speak words of positivity and then to take action on those. So if this is something that you're interested in, if you are something that is sitting there saying, hey, that sounds really interesting, I think that my teen could use that, then you're just going to follow the link that I'm going to put in this description of this video. You're just going to follow that link over for more information. That's it. More information. More information can lead you to a phone conversation with me to see, is this going to be a good fit for your teen or not? If it's not, it's no big deal. But if it is, I'd love for them to be able to take advantage of it. And I wanted this put out before Christmas rather than after because we need these 3 weeks leading up to the end of this year to put it to bed. And then we need the first 3 weeks of the next year to start it strong. It's like New Year's resolutions on steroids. All right. I wanted to keep this at 10 minutes or just a little bit over, and that is where we are right now. So thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Follow the link if you would like some more information, and there is still time, like I said, for about six more registrations can come in. So, let's have a conversation or just say, yeah, sign me up, you know. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything more about that. I'm just going to leave it in your hands. So let me know if you have questions, and go to the link, get some more information, and let's see what we can do for these kids together because they're worth it. They're worth the time. They're worth the effort. Their future is worth every bit that we will put into this. And I promise you, it's super affordable. So don't stress about that when you go look for the more information. It's right there. I'm not trying to hide anything. So, all right, you guys. And let it be said right now, first and foremost, that should you choose to allow me to work with your teenager, I will do so with a heart of gratitude. It is something that I absolutely love. I am passionate about it. And I don't want any more heartbroken teenagers out there. So, all right. Thank you so much. And we will see you on the other side. Bye.